Welcome to Frye's Baseball Scorekeeping 101, Lesson 5, Ways Batters and Runners are Put Out. We will discuss batters first and the recordation symbols. In the picture there on the left, you'll see strikeout. There's two ways a batter strikes out. One of them is looking, and the way that's recorded is a reverse K or KC. If he goes down swinging, that's the last strike he swings at, then we either use the recordation symbol K or KS. You can also have an assisted out. Usually a pitcher will throw the ball to first base, or a second baseman will throw it to first, and so it's a 1-3, 2-3, 4-3, 5-3, or even 6-3. A batter is out when he attempts a bunt after 2 strikes and the ball rolls or flies foul. The symbol BTF signifies a bunt and a foul, and the scorebook would show 2 strikes and an out. So anyone looking at the scorebook would know that the batter bunted foul and was called out. Now when we analyze the score square above, 23 is the uniform number, BTF stands for bunt foul, and there's one little hash mark in the ball squares, and he had 1 ball and he had 2 strikes, and then the number 3, which means the batter made the 3rd out. And that pretty well covers the score square. Okay, we're going to discuss the situation when a runner is hit by a batted ball. And the score square that you're looking at would be of the runner, not the batter. And so, the runner would be out because he was hit by the ball. So, what we have is runner hit by batted ball. The symbol is BHR, and I put here ball hit runner so you know why it's written the way it is. It would not be an out if the batter is hit by a batted ball in the batter's box. In other words, if he swings the bat, the ball hits the ground and then hits the batter or go directly to his body. Many major leaguers actually hit their leg and shoe with a batted ball. But as long as you're in the batter's box, you're not going to be out. Now, when you're rounding the bases, it's a different story. Even if the runner does everything he can to avoid the batted ball, he is still out if it hits him. Some scorekeepers will identify the batter involved in the out by their uniform number. Whether or not you do that is up to you. Okay, let's analyze the score square. The 7 is the uniform number. 1B, that is how the batter got on base with a single. BHR, like I said earlier, is the ball hit runner. When the batter got on base, or hit the single, he had 1 ball and 1 strike on him. The arrow shows the path of the ball, which shows that it went into right field. And this was the 1st out. The green line that you're looking at from home to first shows the runner made it to first base safely. That's what 1B is. The block green line short of second base shows he did not make it. And then you would have the out there, so anyone looking at the scorebook would know that he was out as a result of a batted ball hitting him. And that pretty well takes care of that one. Okay, let's discuss fly out. When a ball is caught in fair or foul territory by any defensive player, it is a fly out, and the symbol is FO. The 4 in the activity square in the right-hand corner at the top is the position number of the second baseman, and he was the one who caught the ball. Any player can catch a fly ball. That could FO9 would be the right fielder catching the ball. If it's FO7, it'd be the left fielder. If it's FO1, it's the pitcher catching the ball, or FO2, it's the catcher. And so let's analyze the score squared. It doesn't look very complicated here, but 42 is the uniform number. FO4 is a fly ball caught in the air by a second baseman. When the batter hit the ball, he had 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the symbol there, the 2, equals the runner made the second out. Now, if you were counting that square card, you would actually count an extra strike or an extra hit or an extra pitch because that's not shown there. The fly out shows that the ball was hit, and that is your extra pitch. And so that pretty well takes care of this one. Okay, let's talk briefly about unassisted outs. First baseman fills the batted ball and touches first base. That's a unassisted out. It can occur on any base. Also, anyone catching the ball and tagging a runner midway between bases is an unassisted out. It's only assisted when you involve another player. And the U indicates an unassisted out. Analyzing the score square, 5 is the uniform number. U3 is an unassisted out by the first baseman. The first baseman position is number 3, if you recall. There were no balls or strikes, and the runner made the first out. Now, if you were counting this square, there would be 1 pitch because the batter had to hit the ball, and that's the pitch. And that pretty well takes care of this one. Okay, the next one we're going to discuss is double play. A double play is any consecutive play that results in 2 outs. A 6-4-3 double play means the shortstop, number 6, fielding position number 6, fielded the ball and threw it to the second baseman, which is position number 4, who tagged the base or tagged the runner for the out, and then threw the ball to first base, which is fielding position number 3, for the second out. The same principle applies if it is a triple play. Okay, let's analyze the score square. Number 6 indicates the uniform number. 1B indicates that when this runner was a batter, he got a single. He was one of the individuals involved in a double play and was tagged out. When he did hit a single, he had 2 balls and 1 strike, as indicated on the score square. And the arrow indicates the path of the hit ball, which went into right field. The one with a circle indicates that the runner made the first out, and the other participant in the double play would have made the second out. Both outs are never recorded on the score square. The green line from home to first shows runner made it to first safely, and that's where you got the 1B. But the blocked green line short of second base shows an out was made by the double play. Okay, continuing with ways that a batter can be put out. Batter interference is called when the umpire in her judgment believes the action of the batter prevented a defensive play from happening or affected it in a material way. If the out is actually made, no batter interference will be called. Okay, let's cover sacrifice bunt or sacrifice fly. If the scorekeeper believes that the bunt or fly ball was a sacrifice to place a runner in scoring position, it is listed as a sacrifice bunt or sacrifice fly out. A sacrifice is not designed to do anything for the batter, only the runner on the base. It is designed to put him in a scoring position. The infield fly rule for an out is called by the umpire when a player should be able to catch a high fly ball in the infield with reasonable skill, usually not applied in the minor divisions. If such was not called, at the last second a fielder could drop the ball and more easily get a lead runner or even a double play, as runners would have to hold on base to see if the ball was caught before advancing. A forced run must exist from the ball being hit for the infield fly rule to be called. Okay, let's discuss the ways a runner can be put out and the recordation symbols. A runner can be called out by the umpire if he runs more than 3 feet out of the baseline to avoid being tagged by the defensive player. Thrown out means that the player was out because he did not get to the base before the ball did, and it was a forced out situation. This means all the baseman had to do was tag the base. There's always a force on first. If a batter is discovered batting out of order by the opposing team, the batter will be called out if he made it to first base. If it's discovered that there is a batter batting out of order before he completes his time at bat, then the batter would just simply take his turn at bat. A runner is out if he fails to retouch the base after a fair or foul ball is caught. In other words, before you advance to the next base, you need to retouch the base you were on and then go to the next base. A player is out if, while attempting to score, the defensive player is interfered with by the batter or a teammate. As you can see here, as Sean sliding into home, his teammate standing close to the fence to avoid an interference call. A runner who fails to touch home plate on a run and makes no attempt to touch the base by going to the dugout is out if the defensive player stands on home plate with the ball in hand and appeals to the umpire for a decision. A runner who misses any base and crosses home plate and a subsequent runner also scores cannot go back and touch bases and is out. If a runner is hit by a batted ball, he is out. We've already discussed that. And a runner who interferes with a defensive player fielding the ball is out. And so those are two ways for a runner to be put out. Diving or sliding headfirst to any base, including home, which had not been previously held by the runner, is out. And now this is only in minor division. Also, sliding feet first is acceptable, and even sliding head first is okay if you're going back to the base you safely reached before. Also, if you're caught stealing, of course, anytime somebody puts a ball against you between bases, you're out. Now, also making a mockery of the game. Here I put the picture of what looks like Sean's going to run to third base first, second first, and then home. But you make a mockery of the game like crawling to a plate, you're out. You have completed Scorekeeping 101, Lesson 5. Proceed to Lesson 6.